G'day legends and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to build Scalextric Test Track here in this shed. The team from Scalextric has sent me some goodies. We've got some straights, some corners, some borders. We've got the Arc Pro, which I'll do a full review on that once the track is set up in a separate video. We've got some easy digital plugs to put in. I've actually got two of those to retrofit to a non-digital Scalextric car. Very easy to do, and a video to come on that. But we will set the track up on the floor, and hopefully Charlie the Bluey gives me a hand. But as you can see, I've been playing with the drift track, which I will be removing that for now. A full video to come on that. A lot of fun. We'll set it up on the floor. I do not have a track in mind, but once we have got it sorted, I'll go get some wood and do a permanent fixture. So I'm not going to review all the individual pieces today. I want to get the track built first, and then we'll do the Arc Pro review and the DigiPlug review, and we'll take a closer look at the track. But I think it's time that we build a Scalextric Test Track. So the Scalextric Test Track is done. This is the footprint that's available to us. I've used all the track that was received from Scalextric, bar two pieces. It wouldn't have made it any better if I did use it. It may change a little bit over time, but in regards to the footprint, I think this is what we have got. We are using the Arc Pro, really cool system, wireless controllers, flick of the switch, digital, analog, awesome, awesome, awesome. Full review to come once the table is done. We may move the digital changeover. This is going to be for Scalextric cars, testing, for shorts, for pictures. So we need a table, and I'm doing something a little bit different. Yes, I could go by MDF, I could do the traditional table, but I don't want to. These are 1.8 meter fence palings, around about $2.20 each. I'm going to lay the track on top and give it a nice little trace to see how it fits on there, and then I'll try and cut it as close as I can to the outside of the track, enough to probably keep some scenery on the outside and this on the inside, but I only want a little bit overhang to match where the power supply will be sitting, because I want this to be as versatile as I can. It's not a big track, so we can hang it up on the wall, we can stand it on its side, I can put some wheels on the bottom of it and wheel it into a corner, but it won't take up that much space, and we can use it whenever we want, because I actually like this track. It's really, really cool, and I absolutely love the Arc Pro. So enough talking, let's do some tracing, let's make a table, and then let's do a review on this. Yeah. So it's now time to make the frame for the track. Now I'm going to try and get it as tight as I can. Now I've only mocked it up to show you exactly what the frame may look like. We do need a brace across the center, so it'll probably brace where these two bits of wood join, and I'll probably do a second brace here. Now of course I will be cutting the wood to suit. I'm not going to leave it like that. It's a bit of a weird looking table. Once it's all cut down to size, then I'll take the track away, skin the top of this with the wood palings, trim them to size, and then give the whole entire thing a sand on top. Might put down some fake turf, I'm not too sure yet, or paint it black and then decide what we do later, or we'll figure that out later. But the main thing is I want to get the track onto a table. It's not going to be a traditional table, as I said before. I'm not going to put legs on it. This will be exactly how you see it, with the wood skinned on top. Very budget. I think this will cost about $80 all up with the wood and the bracing. But that means I can stand it on side, I can hang it up on the wall as a bit of wall art, which I think will look pretty cool, along with a mini Z track. So yeah, enough of me talking. I'm not going to cut the wood on camera, that's going to be pretty boring. So hopefully the next time you see this, we're going to have the wood skinned on top, ready to go for track. Let's see if this works. Hold on. There we go. So here's a midway progress shot. We've got one side of the table done. I'll be joining it in the center. Another brace needs to go inside. You can see the panels aren't the greatest to use, but once I sand them down and paint them the desired color, and it's really cheap, it's going to look okay. So next I've got to cut this little section of frame down. I was going to square it off closer, but I think I'll leave it the same size. I'll be able to park all the Scalextric cars here, make kind of, I guess, some kind of pits or car park, and then dock these off, join it all together, skin it, sand it, and then paint it. I'm also thinking about, with the offcuts, skinning the side with some wood as well. Now this won't have any legs. This will be exactly how you see it. I want it small enough to carry, hang on the wall, even put on some of those dolly feet and wheel it around. But we're almost there. And of course, I will fully dress this thing up. Yay! So now I've started to put the second table up, and looks like the track has grown. I couldn't leave it the size it was. I've extended the table. This is now the layout, so I need to get some more wood. As you can see, we haven't got much left to fill the gaps. I'm going to try and make this a bit of a hill section, so we go not too high, but a bit of a rolling hill section, and then back down to the straight. Now, the track that I had wasn't big enough, so I've stolen some track from one of my other sets, and this set is now incomplete. But we now have 2 digital changeovers and a bigger track. So I now need to go get some more wood, some more beams, finish off this table, connect them, and then set it on some dollies on the floor for now so I can move it around on the ground, paint the surface of the table, and then we're done. But I think that looks much better. What do you think? So just about to leave the hardware shop. I've got some more treated pine for the table, but unfortunately we didn't have any 2.7s, only 4.8s, which I don't think will fit in my truck. So let's go to another hardware shop and try and find some more wood. All right, and we're back. So let's unload some of the wood and let's keep building the Scalextric table. So I've gone to my second hardware shop, and we've now found some extra bits of wood to finish off the table. It's becoming a bit of a project, but let's get it done. So the second frame is almost complete. I've put a support arm in the center, so when I'm lying down the fence palings, it will hold flat in the center, so I can then sand them down. I will have to flip this one over, put a center brace straight through the guts, and then we can drill them all down, sand them back, and then we can actually do a test run of the track. So we're getting close. So a quick update, legends. It's been a busy day in the slot shed. I've finished making the 2 tables. Of course, this will be in the full video. I do have to sand the tops and then paint it. The layout is done. Am I happy with the layout? Well, it's grown. This part here looks really, really cool, but for some racing action, which I don't think I'll be racing on this, it's more of a test track for Scalextric. It's a little bit tight through here. I'd preferably like to have a bigger corner and then a nice fast straight with maybe a quick little turn then back into it, but it's interesting. I have left a panel clear in the center here because the track can come apart. This will be able to be moved around. It's not going to be on any legs. So yeah, we're almost done working with some bit of risers here, trying to get some ideas of how I'm going to finish off the rolling hills. We do have a lot of old school Scalextric buildings that will be going in here. I'm going to try an old and new section. I've got a ton of those grandstands, but there it is. There is the Scalextric test track. Yay! So we've got this fake grass I'm thinking about using for the infield. I'm not too sure. Fake grass, do we like fake grass? Yeah. We do like fake grass. Okay, we do like fake grass. So maybe I should grab one of those to test it. Get it? We're getting it. Or we found this one, which looks a little bit more realistic. So we're not too sure yet. A little bit more expensive, but I think that one looks better than this one. So we're gonna go home, we're gonna fix the track, and we're gonna see if we come back and get this one. Let's go. So I've gone back to the hardware shop again. We've got 2 more of these Sawhorses. These are gonna be some temporary feet for the table. So if I wanna move it around, now we've got 4 of these. And now we can finally finish the Scalextric table. So I got the Poochie, she's gonna help me. We'll go set up these tables, and I'll show you how far we have come with the current setup. Now we do have one little issue. Firstly, there's the tables. That's how I'm going to do it. One on one side, one on the other side, and then these 2 will make the other table. But let me put these down Before we finish the video, I'm going to try and decide what layout we're going to work with. I am trying to achieve a fast and smooth layout. So we did see the last layout in the video, the last shot we had. I'm just going to try something different quickly, and if it doesn't work out, we'll go back to the original. But let's get this table up. I'm going to try this new layout, then we can go for a test drive. So the table and the track is finished. I've got the temporary leg so I can take it down whenever we need to move it. The track layout has changed a little bit. I think I like this better. I will move the digital crossover up here. Let's go down and have a look. We've got some cars on display. So now it's a bit faster through here. We're still gonna have the rolling hills, but it's a bit more faster. It's a small track, so I wanted to have a quick lap time. And if I'm doing shorts and stuff for Scalextric cars, we need something to perform really well and not too challenging to drive. So the tables are done. We've got our temporary leg so I can take the tables apart, put up against the wall, put it wherever I need to put it. I'm happy with that. We've got the layout, which has now changed. This is the track we're going with. I'm going to move the digital changeover up here. It's grown a little bit bigger, but we're going to be faster through here now into some of these inclines, which I will work on how high we get these. I might even come downhill from here. I'm not too sure yet, but we'll figure that out shortly. This is only temporary just to get some of the height adjustments, and then we'll finish off the table. Color scheme, I've already got it in mind, but here we go through the S's and then into the straight and all the way back down. Now this section here will be cut off. I'm going to dock the table to make suit. I might leave it a little bit longer just in case we want to extend it this way a little bit more. So maybe I'll just finish skinning this off and leave the table as is. But that is it. Now I do have a color scheme in mind to do the table. Maybe try and get it the Scalextric blue and the Scalextric yellow with a massive Scalextric written down the guts. But I've also want to put some old Scalextric stuff on display. So I'm going to do some grandstands. I think I've got about 10 of these, plus the old walkover bridge. And if I get my hands on some of the newer stuff, we'll have maybe an old section and a new section. But all that's left to do now is to get one of my favorite of all time Scalextric slot cars around the track. Yeah.